Hey guys, it is your girl Jay Shantae and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a video on how to become a flight attendant and the interview process. So if you've ever had questions on how the interview process works and want to get some more information, stay tuned to this video and make sure you watch all the way to the end. I'm going to be giving some great information on how I became a flight attendant, some of the tips that work for me, and how I get to travel the world and do what I love while getting paid. Now, the first thing that you want to do is make sure that you apply. Now, I know that sounds very crazy because you're like, duh, of course I'm going to apply for the job. But when I say apply, I mean make sure you're applying to everyone. Make sure you apply to all of the airlines to better your chances. Airlines are getting hundreds of thousands of applications at one time. So you want to make sure that you're applying to multiple airlines to better your chance and to make sure that you get your feet in the door. You can always, transfer airlines, or who knows, you can always get the airline of your choice like I did. So basically you can do mainline or you can do regional, however you see fit. Mainline just basically means that you're working for a major airline. Regional just means that you're working for a smaller airline that operates under a major airline. So both of those options are great options to go with. But for me, what I did is I just made sure that I applied to everybody. Now, the second part in that step is you will be taking an assessment. Now, what that means is, that you're going to answer a series of questions, pretty much like a personality test. So you're going to answer a series of questions and you're going to submit those to the airline of choice. Most of the airlines are doing the assessments. My particular airline, they did do an assessment with myself. After that assessment is submitted, do not fret. It can take a while before you hear back from these airlines. Definitely took so long that I completely forgot that I applied. However, just be prepared to know that it may take a little while. So don't get discouraged. Don't think that that means you did anything wrong, that they won't choose you or whatever the case may be. Again, as I stated before, they have hundreds of thousands of applicants who are applying. So just be patient. I know a lot of people who have applied and the first thing they're like, oh, I haven't heard back from them in forever. I get it because I felt the same way. So being, with the industry now, I understand that they are going through so many of those applications that sometimes it just takes a minute. So please be patient, because the next step is going to be either a phone interview, and a video interview. So it's either going to be one or the other or probably both. I went through both. Now, after your phone interview, you will more than likely get an email inviting you to a video interview. Now, the video interviews can be a little weird just because you are expected to answer the questions to look professional as if you're in an actual interview. However, it's just going to be you there. So basically, you are going to be talking to a screen where you can see yourself. They will place a question on the screen. They normally give you a little time to prepare for the question, normally like 30 seconds or so. And then you have maybe just say 2 minutes to answer the questions after that. So there's a 30-second countdown. And then boom, you have those 2 minutes to answer the question. Now, the only thing with that is what I say is the reason you want to look your best and put your best foot forward as far as that answer is because sometimes you may not get a do-over with that question. So some airlines, once you submit that answer, that's it. You don't get a chance to redo it or anything of that nature. Now with mine, I actually cannot remember if I had a chance to do it over again. I think I just didn't want to overthink the process, so I just submitted mine and kept it moving. But just keep that in mind. Sometimes you just get that one chance and then that's it. So always make sure before you answer or within those 30 seconds that you're preparing that you are ready to give them the best answer possible. Now, after your video interview comes the face-to-face interview. Now, the face-to-face interview can be intimidating for a lot of people and it can be very overwhelming. It was both for myself. Basically, you are going to go to the facility or wherever they choose to have the face-to-face, and there sometimes can be hundreds of people there all interviewing for the same position. So what makes you stand out? You have to keep that in the back of your mind at all times. How can I add value to this company? What makes me stand out from these other 150 people that are also trying to get this position? That is what they're looking for. So you want to just make sure that you are on your P's, Q's, you are communicating, smiling, you are making your presence known. Hey, I belong here. I am going to be a flight attendant. Why have you not hired me yet? That is the type of attitude that you have to have when you go in there, so that you stand out, because there are people from all over the world that are applying. Now, one thing I will say is be yourself. For me, I really overthink a lot because I'm like, oh man, am I doing this wrong? Am I doing that wrong? What are they gonna think? Don't do it. Be yourself. That will get you in the door quicker than anything, because they can see through people who are not being themselves. Okay, they can see right through that, because they go through thousands and thousands of people who apply for these jobs. So be yourself, be authentic, be genuine, and you'll be fine. Also say, you know, when they're doing different activities or whatever they have going on, make sure you're volunteering. You know, be the first person to say, hey, I'll do that, or I'll try it. Make sure you're going up to people, introducing yourself. Hi, you know, my name is, oh, where are you from? Asking those questions. They are watching everything. They want to know that you are personable. They want to know that you know, that you're not standoffish, that you can communicate well. They want to see how you carry yourself, because you are a representation for their company. You get what I'm saying? So make sure that you are there and you are making your presence known. You know, if you see someone that's struggling, step up. They want to know that, are you a leader or not? If we put you out here, can you help other flight attendants? Can you help, you know, whoever? They want to see those things. Make sure you are being assertive. Make sure if they are doing group activities, volunteer. Hey, can I help with this? Hey, I'll go first. Doing all those things. Hey, my name is Jay. How are you? What's your name? Where are you from? Okay, what made you want to be a flight attendant? They want to see how you're interacting with other people. Ask those questions. You know, go up to leadership. Hi, my name is Jay. You know, I applied to be a flight attendant. What's your position? You know, whatever the case may be. But they want to see that. They want to see your personality. They want to know if you're a leader or not. They want to know if you can be led. Do you know how to follow when you see someone else taking lead? Are you that person that's like, oh no, I'm not listening to them, I don't know them? Or are you like, hey, that's a great idea. Hey, do you mind if I add on to that wonderful idea, or whatever the case may be? But just show them you. Show them why they should hire you. These are all the things that they're looking for. And keep in mind, they are looking at everything. If you're on your phone, if you're texting a lot, you know, if you're the only person talking and you're not allowing anyone else to talk, they look at all of those things. So just be mindful of that. That being said, you are more than likely going to do a group interview and an individual interview. Now, you may do your individual interview first, you may do your group interview first. It just depends. With my airline, I want to say we did a little bit of a group interview, kind of activities, different things they're going to ask you to do, and then broke off into our individual interviews, which means it was just one-on-one with someone of their choice, and then we kind of finished off with another group activity. Now, I will say when you first get there, most airlines are going to show you like a video. They kind of tell you about the company, the culture, what they're looking for, things of that sort, and then you kind of jump into your different groups to kind of get to know each other. Now, with the one-on-one interview, again, make sure you are still having that presence that says, I should be here. Most of the times, or some of the times, it can be other flight attendants that's going to be interviewing you. These are the people that you're going to work with. So, you know, you have to kind of prove to them as well, like, why should I be a part of the team? So just keep that in mind and put your best foot forward. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. They're human just like you. And you know that you're supposed to be here. You know that this is something that you've always wanted to do. If you're like me, this was always my dream career. I've always wanted to be a flight attendant. So I wasn't going to let anybody, once I finally made it to the face-to-face, oh, I'm in here. I'm not going to let anybody take this opportunity from me. I'm going to pass this face-to-face, and you guys are going to hire me. That's the attitude that I had, because it was something that I always wanted to do. I manifested that. So that's another thing. If you know this is what you want to do, if you've always wanted to do it, get those doubts out of your head and know this is for you, and what's for you is for you. Period. Once you get done with all of that, the airlines are either going to offer you what's called a CJO, either on the spot, or they're going to say, hey, we will contact you, you know, in 3 weeks or 4 weeks or whatever the case may be. Now, keep in mind, getting the CJO on the spot and getting contacted 4 weeks from now, that does not mean like, hey, they're not ever going to call me. Sometimes they just, they may see something in a person right then that they want to go ahead and get started. Some people they call a little later. So that's not like a no thanks, or you don't have the job, or we're not interested. So please don't think that. Now, me personally, I did get offered a CJO on the spot, which I was very excited about. But as I told you, I was very I was determined to get that job. So, but I also have people who was in my immediate group who did not get offered the CJO on the spot. However, we were in the same training class, so they still ended up getting the job. So it's either way, it's good. So don't think anything negative. You can definitely get the job either way. Now, if you do get offered the CJO on the spot, what that pretty much means is that you're going to jump right into your background check, your drug screening, like doing a urine test, all that good stuff, doing all of your paperwork, things of that nature. Either way, you've got this. You are meant to be here. You're going to do this. I hope these videos that I'm doing is informational, but I also hope that it gives someone courage to go ahead and do it. I have talked to tons of people. They're like, oh man, I always wanted to do that. I was once one of those people. And I wanted to start doing these videos to tell you guys like, hey, I was you and I did it and you can do it too. I know that sounds so corny, but you really can do it. It is not as hard as you think. It can be a lengthy process, but it's so worth it, especially knowing that you accomplished something that you've always wanted to do. You put your mind to something and you made it through. I'm going to do more of these videos, more details. I'm going to go over everything, because if I can reach at least one person, 2 people, whatever, I'm satisfied with that. If one person can say, hey girl, I watched your videos and it helped me get through, you know, my interview or my face-to-face, that is my goal, to make sure that I am helping someone else just as someone helped me. So make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you share with your friends. Comment below. If you have questions, please ask me your questions, and just stay tuned. I am going to be doing a lot more of these videos, and I'm just so excited and so thankful for my subscribers who are tuning in, and I'm very thankful for all the new subscribers as well. Thank you guys so much for really believing in me and, you know, going along this journey with me. This is new for me as well. So thank you for taking this journey with me. And I look forward to talking to you guys next week, where I'm going to be posting another video. Thank you so much and have a good one. Bye.